Friends, welcome to the course Words to Use Instead of Very, presented by me, Amirtha Devarajan. Well, this is a revision and quiz session. So, we'll be covering 15 words which we previously covered. So, let's start. But before that, I'm a student of English Literature from Delhi University. You can follow me on Unacademy at this given URL. Please follow me if you like my videos and if you want to watch lessons on English and language and literature. And also rate, review, recommend, share and comment on my videos. Please don't forget that. It's a humble request. Okay, so let's start with today's lesson with the word very painful. Well, we to often express pain, we say, oh my god, it's really paining, very bad, very painful, very painful. Instead of saying that repetitively, use the word excruciating. You can say it's excruciatingly painful. So when you use the word excruciating, it's very obvious that you're in a lot of pain because the word itself is so expressive in nature that even if you mention this word, everything will be sorted because this word has a lot of gravity and intensity associated with it. So another synonym, which is again a heavy word, is agonizing, and antonym for this word is healing, because painful is when you're hurt and healing is when you heal yourself. So that's the antonym of that. The word very pale, the substitutes are ashen or faded. And the antonym for this word could be blooming, because fading means jhadna or matlab going down, and blooming means budding. जैसे फूल bloom करता है and फिर झड़ जाता है, तो झड़ना होता है pale वाला phase, and जो bloom करता है that is called blooming when it grows. Very perfect, you can use the word spotless or flawless for that. Flawless means without any flaw. Flaw matlab galti. So flawless, without any kind of flaw. And spotless means without spot, which means without any kind of patch, which indicates some sort of immoral values or, literal dirt, anything of that sort. So the antonym is fault, because when you're very perfect, the one thing you do not do is fault. So the exact opposite of that would be fault. So very powerful. The word is compelling and convincing. Compelling, I've discussed the meaning of this. Your power is so very forceful that it is compelling and also convincing. So that is how your power, that describes your power. The word compelling and convincing. And the opposite of this word is ineffective. Well, it's effective and it is effective because you are able to convince and compel because of your power. If you're unable to do that, then you're ineffective. You won't be, you don't be producing that effect. Very quiet, the word for this is hushed or calmness, and the antonym is clamor, which means a lot of noise. Moving on to the next set of words. Very rainy is pouring or overflowing. You can say it's raining cats and dogs. It's a idiom, and you can also say it's pouring really bad. Or you can say it's pouring awfully in order to ignore the word very bad. Overflow, when the sky overflows with water and we are overflowed with water, you can use that in that context. And congeal. Well, pouring basically means नीचे आते रहना पानी, बार बार बाहर निकलते रहना, या कुछ भी, any liquid pouring, coming out and out and out. But congeal होता है, जम जाना. When it's, congealed. I don't know other word for this. Moving on, very rich is wealthy or prosperous, and the dead opposite of this word is destitute, which means very poor. Very sad is sorrowful or despondent. Despondent again means very depressive, and the opposite was the exact opposite of this word is blissful, because sad is when you're upset and blissful is when you're full of life, full of energy. Very scared is petrified or aghast. And the opposite of that is bold. When you're not bold, that's when you're scared. So whenever you're scared, you usually, people say that be bold, be brave. So it's the dead opposite of that. Very shiny, you can use the word gleaming or lustrous instead of very shiny. And that the dead opposite of this word is dull. Because something is not shining, it might be grey or dark or dull. Moving on, very short is brief or curt. Well, curt is used like if I'm saying I was giving her curt replies. Here I mean that I was giving her very brief replies. I wasn't elaborating on things as such. And brief again means a very short account. And antonyms could be elaborate. Well, it's just the exact opposite. We discussed the word detail, and the dead opposite of detailed was brief. And here the opposite of brief is elaborate. Very shy is timid, when you're nervous and you do not show up that well. And synonym for this is mousy. Well, have you ever seen a mouse? It sneak peeks and then it goes away. And then it comes again and sees and then it goes away. It's very shy in that sense. It's timid, it's nervous and shy. So you can call a person mousy if he or she is behaving in a very timid manner. And the antonym for this word is sociable. A sociable who's a person who is, talking to everyone, interacting with everyone without any barricades. The next word is very skinny or skeletal. Well, I've discussed this word also. When you're very thin, you can call yourself skeletal. And slender. Slender again means very thin. Both of these words mean very thin. And you can also use the word gaunt. I have mentioned it. But gaunt is used when you're thin after sickness or illness. So if I become thin after a jaundice or typhoid, then I will be called gaunt. But if I just get thin after dieting, then you may call me skeletal or slender. Well, the opposite of this word is obese, which means very fat. Very smelly, the word is pungent or tangy. Both of these words express smell. And the dead opposite of this word is mellow. Mellow is, a soft flavor, a delicious flavor. Very smooth is sleek or polished, something which is very smooth. And the antonym for this is rough. Let's move on to the last and final quiz session. Please pause the video, solve it for yourself and then resume. Well, I hope you're done. Let's continue. Very smooth is sleek. Very painful is excruciating. Very rainy is pouring. I'm so sorry, I've mentioned another word. Very skinny is skeletal. Very pale is ashen. Here it is. So I'm so sorry. I mentioned the word sleek twice, but the answer for very rainy is pouring, or you can also call overflowing with water. So guys, the session ends here. I hope these words are crystal clear in your mind. Please get back to me in case of queries. And also don't forget to rate, review, recommend, share and comment and drop in your score. And please let me know in case of queries. Thank you. Have a nice day.